Nominations for the 96th Academy Awards were unveiled last week, and as a movie fan, I was overall pretty pleased with how the Academy did. I'm sure some people will disagree, but I think 2023 was actually a very good year for movies. Lots of top quality flicks. And over the last 13 months, I managed to see a whole bunch of them. To be precise, I saw 44 movies that were released in 2023, 35 of them in the theater, 9 via cable or streaming. I saw 9 of the 10 films that received Best Picture nominations, The Zone of Interest, the lone exception. And I've got to be honest, I liked all of them that I saw. Some more than others, but all definitely worth your time. More about them in a minute. Now, among the movies I liked that didn't get Best Picture nominations would be the action-packed Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. 2 Netflix productions, May, December, and Leave the World Behind. And from Amazon Prime Video, the weird but fun Saltburn. My favorite horror films of the past year would be Evil Dead Rise, Scream 6, and the terrific Godzilla Minus One, for real. I really enjoyed a couple of concert films too. Stop Making Sense, featuring the Talking Heads in a legendary 1984 concert. And yes, Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. Hey, it was terrific. Now, the movie about Nike making that initial sneaker deal with Michael Jordan, Air, was pretty good, as was Ferrari, plus 2 other pseudo-sports films that critics were lukewarm on, but audiences, including me, loved. Champions and the George Clooney-directed The Boys in the Boat. Among the above-mentioned films, I put 4 of them in the bottom half of my top 10 for the year. You'll see that list in a minute. While the remaining 6 from my top 10 all happen to be Best Picture nominees. How about that? As I put up the graphic showing those Best Picture candidates again, I'll tell you that Maestro snuck into my top 10, right at number 10. That, of course, the terrific Netflix-produced biopic about Leonard Bernstein, starring Bradley Cooper, who was terrific as the legendary conductor. 9 through 6 on my list, those 4 other good films, specifically Ferrari, The Boys in the Boat, Stop Making Sense, and yeah, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now, when putting together my top 5, in addition to the overall quality of the movie, the enjoyability aspect comes into play. And for that reason, my 5th place flick is the film that's the big betting favorite to win the Oscar for Best Picture. I'm talking, of course, about Oppenheimer, about the development of the atomic bomb. Great flick, important film, but frankly, longer than it needed to be. Oh, I do expect Cillian Murphy to win the Best Actor award for how he played the title role. He was terrific. My number 4 flick is another one that no one would consider a fun watch, but it too is great. It's the latest from Martin Scorsese about a series of murders in the Osage Nation after oil was discovered on tribal land. Great performances by a stellar cast, including Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, Jesse Plemons, and Golden Globe-winning actress Lily Gladstone. At number 3 on my list, then, a real good dark comedy about a frustrated novelist who writes an outlandish, stereotypical black book that surprisingly becomes a huge hit. But it's also a family drama that addresses topics including infidelity, Alzheimer's, death, and much, much more. Jeffrey Wright stars in that one, American Fiction. Now, I've gone back and forth on the remaining 2, so you know what? I'm just going to call it a tie. My 2 absolute favorite movies of 2023 are, drum roll please, Poor Things and The Holdovers. The former, Poor Things, is not for everyone. It follows Bella on her journey from Frankenstein-esque creation to a full-fledged woman. And it's quite the wonderfully bizarre journey. Emma Stone, who plays Bella, is my choice for Best Actress. Although, yes, Lily Gladstone in Flower Moon was great also. And The Holdovers was a real pleasant surprise, I got to tell you. It's about a curmudgeonly history teacher at a New England boarding school, the terrific Paul Giamatti, who was forced to chaperone a handful of students with nowhere to go over the 1970 holiday break. It's a comedy, it's a drama, and it's one of 2023's very best films. So here are my personal top 10 once again. Check it out. Memorize this. You just might be quizzed later. Okay, no, you won't. And oh, yes, I did see Barbie. It was very good, but it just missed my top 10. Hope you saw at least a few of these films. And if you're wondering, or even if you're not, the Academy Awards will be held on Sunday, March 10th.